Hey Vail Valley Live, this is Madison, your behind the scenes girl. I am going to take you guys on a hike of the week, and we're going to start right here at Gondola 1 right in Vail Village. It's called Strawberry Lane. It's only about 2.7 miles, only about 700 feet of elevation gain. So it should be a pretty quick, pretty easy little hike that you can absolutely do with your friends and family when they come to visit you. All right, let's get hiking. This is always so crazy to me. We're literally on the ski runs right now. So just because there's no snow does not mean that the season is over. It is hiking season. It is biking season. It is get outside season. So seriously, go get your feet dirty. This is awesome. All right, we are only about a half mile in. And guys, let me tell you, there is some serious incline. So if you are visiting and if you're new to hiking, welcome, happy to have you here. A few things to keep in mind when you're hiking on vacation or somewhere at high altitude. It does get harder to breathe. So just make sure that you are listening to your body and making sure that you are going at a pace that's comfortable for you. The last thing that you want is to overexhaust yourself and not be safe while you're out here. Something that is also very, very real out here are bears. They are out and they are excited to be around. So fun fact, right, as we're talking about animal safety on trails, I am hiking up in front of my new friend here. Say hi. And I hear a noise, thinking it's a mountain biker because there's lots of mountain bikers up here and we gotta share the trails. And there is a big old moose about 15 feet in front of me. And it is just staring at me. But as my new friend also knows, make it very clear that you are not a threat. And so you slowly start to walk away and let it move on. So we let it pass and we waited a little bit and we're out here trying it again. All right. All right. I am up here at the end of Strawberry Lane. Well, I'm taking a little break here. Thought that we could talk a little more about some mountain safety stuff. As I said, we did see a moose. This is their home. We are visitors in their home. And as much as this is our backyard, this is their place. So we want to be really respectful and really cautious. Things to keep on you at all times are a can of bear spray is a big one. And then also if you're hiking alone, a really good thing to have with you is noise. Those are just a couple things that you can do to really be careful out here, especially if you're area. I know it's exciting. Don't run up and touch the animals. Don't talk to them. Let them be. All right, so I am up here at the end of Ray Lane where it turns into Berry Picker. So you can also take Berry Picker down here to Lion's Head, or you can go back to Vail Village the same way that you came. So far we have made some new friends. We have seen some animals and a few mountain bikers. Something else I wanted to mention about hiking around up here is we really want to leave the trail around it. And if you see trash, go ahead and pick it up. I always have a bag in my backpack, things on the way out. Another safety thing that I want to talk about, remind you all, always let someone know where you are. As a solo, especially as a female solo hiker, I always text somebody and tell them I'm going. All right, we just finished up. That was about 7 miles. Took a little over an hour. But now let's head into the village and grab a drink real quick. And now it's the best part of the Après. Après is all season long, guys. It is not just ski season. So one of my favorite spots, Big Bear Cafe, and grab a little drink, snack, and then head home. All right, guys, I'll see you next week.
Life is brimming with miles and miles of possibility. So gear up. Explore the world how you see fit. The right tires will show you that the experiences you make are the ones you take with you.
We love our house. Been here for years.
Yeah, but there's an animal in the attic. Geico makes bundling our home insurance easy.
We save a lot.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
There are times I wonder, why can't I wear white after Labor Day?
Something on your mind? Chew on it. Twizzlers.
Hey babe, meet us at the bottom of the trail.
Oh, man. Hey.
Open up.
The redesigned Chevy Silverado with a sophisticated high-tech interior.
Open the door.
It's easy to forget it's a truck.
Thanks.
Nice truck.
It was.
New style. Find new roads. Chevrolet.
Hey guys, we're here with one of the Vail pioneers. He's in for this weekend that we've been talking about all morning. We have Craig Struby, a good friend of the station's. Ty and I both used to work for him when we were working for the Vail Resort Channel for many years.
Yep.
Good to see you. Good to have you back in town, Struby.
It is great to be back in Happy Valley. I love it.
I know. So Craig Struby left, in the late 2000s?
I retired in January of 2008.
Okay, yes, and then he went off to Florida. He's back for this weekend, and they host these about every 5 years?
Well, they've tried to do it every 5 years and had a little hiccup during the COVID thing. So now this year back, and they're talking about some unbelievable numbers here.
I know. I mean, in the thousands of people returning.
Well, they're saying that they've got like 12 to 1,500 RSVPs.
Yeah.
That is a lot of old people back here in Vail.
Oh my gosh. Well, what a fitting year. We're going to be going into the 60th season of Vail Mountain, which opened December 15th, 1962. So, we remember all the excitement during the 50th anniversary, that brand new gondola, the golden gondola car and everything, the movies that were coming out about it. But it should be nice to get back. And you guys are going to do a couple things tomorrow. You have an organized event as well as Sunday. I know Barton Yeti's is going to be the scene of the crime tomorrow.
Man, Lion's Head tomorrow, and then the amphitheater on Sunday, and then on Monday everyone will try to recover.
I know, and return from where they came and everything. But what do you love most about coming back and seeing everyone? It's like a high school reunion.
Well, it's exactly like that. And, I try to explain it to friends in Florida, and once you say, hey, it's a college reunion, it's homecoming, it's a high school reunion, it's all of those things, and then people kind of get it.
Yeah.
But it's unique because I'm pretty sure there's no resort in the country and possibly the world that does anything quite like this.
I don't think so either. And when you think of the early days of Vail, it was, such a tight-knit group. And really, everyone stepped up. No matter what their skills, they just kind of like, oh, I'll lend a hand.
Yeah, everybody did everything. Everybody was a multitasker before that word became popular.
Okay, now Greg, I know you were the head of the TV station for many, many years for Vail Resorts, but what other jobs did you have in the Vail Valley?
Oh, well, let's see. My first job was painting. I was painting inside condos, houses, all of that.
Yeah, because everything was going up so quickly.
Everybody was in the construction business. Then I got, for the ski pass for that first winter, I was a busboy at Midvale, and then eventually I became I was a waiter and a bartender at a place called the Bully 3, which was at that time in a hotel called the Cayandra Hotel, and that eventually became the Sonanel, and I eventually became manager there. And so I was pretty much in the restaurant business in some way, shape, or form. Wound up working bartending and waiting tables at the Old House.
Yes, oh my gosh, which is in the clock tower building. You invent the mudslide at the Bully 3?
I did not
The adult
invent that,
milkshake?
but I have had a couple of those.
Awesome. Oh my gosh, well, just interesting to see the change. And even since you've left, there's, a lot of changes.
It changes weekly. It's remarkable. When I moved here, there were 450 people in Vail, Colorado. There are now 55,000 in Eagle County.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Areas like Edwards popping up as we know it today, Eagle Ranch popping up, the community and the urban sprawl, if you will, down 70.
Well, it's kind of like that. And, there are two ways to look at it. My mom, God bless her, she couldn't stand seeing the way it expanded. And I, on the other hand, said, if it didn't expand, I wouldn't have had this great job. So, there's a dichotomy there.
Okay, you've exchanged the skis for golf clubs, or are you ever going to get back on the board?
I will be back skiing this winter. I'm going to come back out time this winter. I haven't decided when, but pretty golf is my life.
Oh, yeah, I know it is. All right. He's got the golf, sock tan line, I'm sure. So.
I do have that.
Okay, well, Craig Struve, a longtime Vail local who's back in town for this Vail Pioneer Days. And once again, it's an exclusive list. Not anyone can just pop into this. You had to have worked here, been here from 1962 to 1985. For more information on it, Vail Pioneer Days, the website for you. Fun weekend event. Craig, have fun. Stay out of trouble.
I'm going to do that, and I look forward to seeing all of my friends who have lost as much hair as I have.
All right. Okay, we'll take it back to the studio.
Thank you very much, Trisha Swenson. It's always good to see Craig Struve and to hear when he's in town. And this weekend, all the old friends are going to be meeting up once again, kind of like putting the band back together. The band from 1962 to 1985 for this Pioneers Weekend celebrating Vail's 60th birthday. But as Trisha Swenson mentioned earlier, Beaver Creek turned 42 2 years ago, or I think it's 42 years of age now. If you're wondering what's going on in Beaver Creek, maybe that's your pod and location. Let's check out the things that you can discover in Beaver Creek today. Log on to beavercreek.com, click the link This Week in Beaver Creek. Everything will become populated right there, from checking out performances with Helmut Fricker to getting your caricature picture drawn, all the way to dinosaur stories. And today, you'll find complimentary outdoor yoga taking place at 9 o'clock in Beaver Creek. You'll also find live music in Beaver Creek later on this evening from the Ugly Rumor, and then Jimmy Vaughn performing for you at the Villar in Beaver Creek. You can get your tickets and check out the show listings for any show that's happening in the Valar by logging on to valarpac.org for your Saturday. Get your caricature drawn by Ken Carpenter over there. And again, log on to beavercreek.com. Click This Week in Beaver Creek to find that very same entertainment calendar of things going on in Beaver Creek. You're watching Vail Valley Live. We'll be right back with more.
Hey, babe, meet us at the bottom of the trail.
Oh, man. Hey.
Open up.
The redesigned Chevy Silverado. With a sophisticated high-tech interior,
Open the door.
it's easy to forget it's a truck.
Thanks.
Nice truck.
It was.
Find new style. Find new roads. Chevrolet.
This summer, enjoy the joy of America's gift to music, jazz, and its many subgenres at the 28th Annual Vail Jazz Festival. Headliner concerts are Thursday evenings in Lion's Head, and free concerts are Sunday evenings at the Solaris Plaza. For more information, go to vailjazz.org.
We're for the fashion forward and budget minded. We've got the brands that set you apart, the style to make you stand out, the looks that let you shine. We are for the dreamers, the doers, and the savers. Outlets at Silverthorne. Elevate your savings. Save up to 70% on the best designer brands. Visit outlets@silverthorne.com for current sales and events.
Experience the extraordinary at Beaver Creek.
Are you ready for summer gardening? Here at Knapp Garden Center, we take pride in our selection of beautiful, hand-picked, perennial and annual flowers. We also carry a wide variety of delicious veggie starters, herbs, bushes, shrubs, trees, soil amendments, and so much more. Our selection is carefully chosen for our altitude, soils, and climate and reflect the hardiness of the Rocky Mountains. Visit us today at 295 Rule Road in Eagle. We're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5:30 p.m., and weekends from 8 to 4. Knapp Garden Center has everything you need to craft your beautiful outdoor space this summer.
Flowers are fighters. That's why the Alzheimer's Association Walk to End Alzheimer's is full of them. Because flowers find a way to break through. Just like we will. Join the fight at alz.org/walk.
Real estate firm. Contact your Vail Valley broker professionals today to help you live the life you love.
You are watching Vail Valley Live, and thank you for tuning in with us. Man, it was really good to see Craig Struve again. And again, Vail turning 60, big pioneer event celebration happening tomorrow and Sunday. For those that RSVP that worked in the Valley from 1962 through 1985. Is that you? Yeah, the invitation is waiting for you. Did you check your email? Otherwise, we just sent you the message. Giving you a look at the weather for today, the weekend, that monsoon season, and it's kept things really nice and green around here. Summer, as we're in the last stretch of summer, we haven't had the forest fires that we've seen previous droughts of a summer. It's been a wet one around here, and it's going to be as well today as you find our temperatures in the low 60s and bringing the showers back over at low temperatures in the 40s. You might find some electrical storms there. It could impede on your golf game out there. Listen for those sirens and definitely take protective shelter and cover while you're out there. Get indoors or someplace safe if we have another electrical storm like yesterday. As we look at tomorrow and the weekend, now we're talking sunshine. There it is, the 70s, bringing it back. Clear skies throughout the day, they're saying, for your Saturday. Sunday, partly cloudy skies. High temperatures in the dance of the mid to upper 60s, low 70s. And as we move into our Tuesday, the mid-70s right there. Things are looking really good as far as summertime and cool temperatures. If it's you escaping those hot temperatures wherever it is that you're traveling from, I would say Texas and Florida would be places like that. But considering what the weather brings, maybe you would care to still play golf, but not in the wet weather. How about experiencing a little bit of Top Golf right here on this property, the Grand Hyatt? Let's take a look. Yeah, there's a lot happening right here on this property, Grand Hyatt, located at Vail, taking your Top Golf experience. You can also find an upcoming event. It is Pop-Up Sushi. If you enjoy sushi, something new of its kind right here at the Grand Hyatt, Vail, 1300 West Haven Drive. Speaking of Vail, celebrating 60 years, its birthday, 60 years young, and the names and the faces from the early days, the pioneers. Well, we're doing roll call right now. Tricia Swenson has the Colorado Kid. Now we're bringing it back. Tricia Swenson, over to you now.
You know what, Ty, you were saying, you know, how hot it is elsewhere, Florida, that kind of thing. The Colorado Kid, who's been coming to Vail for many, many years, said he's escaping the heat in New York, right?
It's been very hot. We had 15 days where it was in the mid-90s every day. No rain, lots of humidity, and thank heavens we're out here.
I know, and you've been out here for what, 2 weeks?
Yeah, this is the end of our second week, and unfortunately we have to go home. But we'll be back in January to ski, and I'm looking forward to that. I have to buy my passes, man.
Yeah, you definitely
do.
Home. Now, how many years have you been coming to Vail, winter or summer?
Well, we first came out in 1983, and we've consistently been here since then. But we come out in the summertime since 1991. And it's always at least a week and sometimes 2 or 3. And we like it as much here in the summertime now
as the winter.
As we do in the wintertime.
Oh yeah, definitely. What's your favorite thing to do summertime wise?
I like to go hiking. I like going up 2 Elk Creek from Minturn.
Yep.
That's one of my favorites. And I also like going up Game Creek Trail, which we were going to do, but unfortunately I got a little back problem and we had to cancel that. We will do that next year.
We will do that next year, yep. And then skiing wise, what's your favorite run?
I'm not telling because there'll be too many. No, I will. Little Ollie, that's my favorite.
Oh,
it's tough to find and you have to go through the trees. And
yeah.
I love Little Ollie.
This is Blue Sky Basin. You go up the main lip and you come down. Yeah, you kind of have to hang on that ridge line for a while.
Indeed.
Not going off Lover's Leap.
No.
A little further down. Okay.
No, I don't go off Lover's Leap.
Can you believe we're already talking about skiing?
Yeah, well, why not?
I know, why not? And with that chill in the air and that sort of thing. How you been liking the rain?
Well, you know, if it doesn't rain, you can't take a shower. So that's one way of looking at it.
Okay, it's a hygiene thing. There you go.
And seeing the people down downriver, the more rain comes down here, the more.
Have you seen it this green this time of year before?
I have, but this is wonderful. And
yeah.
Awesome. Every day is a great day.
It is.
When you live to be 73 like me, you find out every day is a terrific day to be alive and to do things. And Ty, the voice of the valley,
Oh yeah. Ty, he was like, oh man, that guy's got such a good voice. Yeah, Ty, any questions for the Colorado Kid?
Well, I'll tell you what, it's always good to see the Colorado Kid back in town, and I miss New York. Where in New York are you from again?
I grew up in New York City, and now we live on Long Island.
Oh yeah, very nice. Welcome back to the Valley, and I hope you're enjoying the weather here, and maybe extend your stay. There's a lot happening this weekend, so don't take off just yet. Thank you very much, Trisha Swenson and the Colorado Kid. Again, we're doing roll call, celebrating 60 years at Vail, and it's a big weekend for the pioneers that are here. So you'll be seeing a lot of faces around town, and you'll never know unless you ask them the stories that they have to share with you about Vail. Stay close to Vail Valley Live, because do you have what it takes to climb Everest? Well, Trisha Swenson has a guest that has done it. We'll be back with that.
Experience the extraordinary at Beaver Creek.
To find a cure for osteoarthritis, why not look to the body's own power to heal? At the Steadman Clinic and Steadman Philippon Research Institute, we're working with the National Institutes of Health to conduct a clinical trial treating osteoarthritis of the knee. To learn how you can participate in this clinical trial, call or visit our website today. The Steadman Clinic and Steadman Philippon Research Institute. The future of orthopedic medicine is here.
Question for you, Snoop D-O-double-G. What are we doing today?
Just living the fine life, baby.
Great, I love that. Just blocking off my calendar.
Let me hold that real quick.
Yeah.
The best plans are no plans.
You know what, Snoop D-O-double-G? I think you might be right.
I know I am, Andy. And you can just call me Snoop.
You got it, Snoop. D-O-double-G.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Grand Hyatt Vail, Hyatt's newest luxury resort in Vail.
You are watching Vail Valley Live, giving you another look at the weather for today and your weekend. Still in that monsoon flow. It's going to be a wet one out there. Will we find that electric storm like yesterday? Amazing. But otherwise, you know what else? Temperatures, the green, how beautiful and lush it is. Trisha Swenson, have you ever seen it this green around here ever before? He's been many, many years, and his answer was definitely one to take note of. How does it look around Vail for you? Weather-wise today, starting morning off, almost region, seeing that already. Somewhere could be picking up that, perhaps somewhere around the state of Colorado, picking up some hail, something, and that's been a big top conversation, but not tomorrow. Talking about low 70s Sunday, sunshine as well, partly cloudy skies every day this week. The mid to lower 40s, keeping Sunday climbing into the mid 70s. This weather's where you could find a pop-up sushi event coming up here really soon. Name, or the location is here, and the name Yoshimi, I believe, happening. And this looks like it's a Monday through Saturday event. You can book. Stay close to Vail Valley Live as we tell you more about that. What it takes for you to climb Mount Everest. Patricia Swenson has someone that has.
You know what? I mean, I think I can accomplish something when I just do Overlook Trail, but William Buchanan with us, a good friend of the station and, of course, Vail Valley part-time resident. But you just completed the climb to Everest after, well, a horrendous snowboarding accident years ago. You never thought you'd be able to do it. I mean, we got an amazing story. We're going to talk about grit as well. So, Megan, tell us what you've been doing these last few months.
Oh my gosh, I've actually been recovering. I summited Everest on May 12th. It's been just this long journey to get there. It is not easy, especially with COVID happening. Oh, yeah. It had been canceled. I was up last year and was going for summit, and all of our Sherpa got COVID, so it was canceled. So the third year I trained and finally got up, and we had amazing conditions, and it was absolutely fantastic. And it's just a step closer to completing the 7 summits and the Explorers Grand Slam.
Yeah, so the 7 summits, tell us about where all of those are. So Everest, of course.
Yes, and so the 7 summits is the highest peak on every continent. And so this was number 6. I've got 1 left, and that will be this November, Carson's Pyramid. And then, and about only 70, 75 women have ever done the 7 summits. And then I'll go on to complete the Explorers Grand Slam, so you add in the last degree ski to the North and South Pole. I've already done the South Pole. So the North Pole will be in the spring, and only 12 women, only 4 U.S. women have ever done it.
Really?
Yeah.
So you're skiing to the point.
It's the last degree, so it's 60 nautical miles, so it ends up being close to 70 miles across all the conditions, your sled, everything, you're self-contained, everything.
Do you have a dog sled? Do you have any dogs helping you?
I'm not kind of pulling the sled. Yes.
You are the dog for the dog sled.
I am the dog in the dog sled. Yes. So it's just been a lifetime of, it takes a long time to get all of these achieved. And it really started for me, again, that snowboarding accident I had like about 11, 12 years ago in the back.
Yeah.
But being told that, I'd probably have a cane or a wheelchair the rest of my life, and it was the amazing doctors, Vail Summit Orthopedics, and my physical therapist at Howard Head, and it took a village to put this Humpty Dumpty back together again. And then I was like, I want to go back and do Everest Base Camp, just thinking like that.
Yeah. So you decided to start climbing these big mounts after that accident.
I had done Kilimanjaro before, and all like 14ers hiking I loved. It was a part of my life. It'd been my therapy, I think, as a little kid. But all I could focus on in that 2 years of recovery was, I'm going to go back to Kilimanjaro. I'm going to go back to Everest Base Camp. And I did it. And I realized I was so much mentally stronger because of everything I'd gone through. I'm like, I want to go higher. And so then I did Aconcagua in South America. And I was like, it's not easy, but wasn't that hard. So then I was like, 7 summits. And then I realized also, why was I so mentally strong? And I came up with grit. And that is gratitude, growth, resilience, integrity, and tenacity. And to me, those 5 elements can help you get through anything in life. And so I've been using that in my regular day job, and then getting through the 7 summits and climbing and training and doing Everest.
Well, and then inspiring others to do the same, because not only did you have that horrendous injury in the back bowls with your leg, but you talk in your different social media things about your dyslexia, growing up with that, and the challenges, and so this also helps with that.
Yeah, and so I definitely I call it a learning difference, and it, what's something brought me such shame and embarrassment as a child, and it was such a struggle, even as a young adult and through college and beginning a career, has now, I've turned the narrative on it. It's my biggest strength, and it's really given me this drive. And so I am partnering with other people that also have dyslexia or learning disabilities and trying to encourage others to make it your superpower. So it applies to everything, right? Like everyone has a challenge. Everyone has something they need to work on, and applying grit to it to take you, like, to reach your full potential. And that choice every day to take one more step.
I know,
Yes.
I know. What is going to be your choice today? One more step. Oh my gosh.
And for you, I have a little present of blessings. This is actually a kata from the Khumbu Valley.
Wow.
It's a Tibetan prayer scarf.
Look how beautiful
And so this was actually, I
is.
took this on my journey. It was blessed by some lamas, and it gives you safe passage and blessings for peace and success in your life.
Oh,
Yay!
so awesome. Okay, good. Well, and so you're going to be here for a couple days, and then your next big climb is coming up soon.
It is. So I'm already in training mode. I mean, it's this weird balance of I've got to let my body recover, but now I'm picking back training back up again because Karsan's Pyramid in Indonesia is the highest mountain peak. It is considered one of the 7 summits at over 16,000 feet. It's more of a technical climb. And I even always make a little trucker hat. My little, the native name is Punjak Jaya, so I've got my little hat going there. And so I'll be doing that in November, and then I'll come back and I'll train through the winter, and then I'll leave for the North Pole probably end of March, beginning of April.
Okay, all right. Are you going to be doing some 14ers when you're out here?
Always, yes. You can always find me like in the ski slope. I'll always be in my crampons hiking. So if you ever see me like someone hiking up the mountain with a huge weighted pack, it's probably me.
Probably and say, hi, Megan.
Yeah.
All right, and then we can follow you on social media, and that's what I was doing on May 12th. Maybe it was a couple days later, because you probably were so busy trying to get back down. But yeah, it's great to follow you and get some of your motivational tips and everything.
I love it. Yeah, so it's just GGRIT.
Yeah.
And so you can follow me on Instagram, and then I also have a Facebook page. So I love it. Yes, it's so proud to represent the Vail Valley.
Okay. Oh, I'm so glad to have you here.
Yes.
All right. Well, Megan is in town, so you might see her around. Probably you won't see her for long because she'll probably be going really fast.
I'm going up.
Okay. Thanks so much, and best of luck to you.
Thank you.
And stay safe out there.
I will let you know how it goes.
Okay. All right. Hey, Ty, any questions?
Thank you very much. Such an interesting story. Thank you very much, Megan Buchanan, for coming on the show and sharing with us what we should also take with us when we're out on the trails today. A little bit of gratitude, growth, integrity, tenacity. That's what it takes. And I'm sure Vail, at the same time, and what they're celebrating, and all the people that are returning for Vail's celebration and their birthday, that's what it took to build a place like this, 60 years brand new, and our show, Vail Valley Live, too. We're putting in the work ourselves to bring you this product and to improve the quality that we're bringing to you. And if you missed anything on today's show that you would care to watch again or to share Vail Valley Live, you can do so by subscribing and sharing. Facebook and YouTube, it can all be found there. But until then, I hope you enjoyed today's show. Be sure to hit the like button and watch everything that you've seen today and share with others. Otherwise, we'll catch you tomorrow morning. Until then, enjoy today.
It's summer
in the mountains.
It's summer in the mountains.
It's summer in the mountains. And we're out here
Living it.
living it.
Living it.
Lots to do.
lots to see.
Every morning.
Every morning.
Every morning.
At 7:30. 7:30.
It's Vail Valley Live.
It's Vail Valley Live.
Watch us now.
Watch us now.
Watch us now.